So, Clintons are mogging on all the Republicans who
They're mogging?
They are?
Yeah, because they're the only ones that I know of who are like, not only will we testify, we demand it be a public.
Oh yeah,
They volunteered.
Mogging all of them.
They're not dodging. Yeah. They want it to be public. Where's all the other Republicans who are, who are
just chilling,
involved in this?
Yeah, just chilling, dude.
Volunteering, like, hey, I'm innocent. Come talk to me.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into it. I think we're gonna do a little dishing today.
Are we?
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Finally, bro.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That intro.
So we will get into that a little bit later, but yeah, we're gonna go over her opening statement and what happened during the testimony, and we'll talk a little bit about Bill, who right now, right this fucking second, while we are here, is also testifying.
And it's also private?
It is also private.
It's in his house?
Wait,
I think it's in his house. They came to him.
Bro.
Okay.
I think Bill Clinton is days from death, is the truth.
Wait, they're actually at his house?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
I
going
think-
to die.
I think the travel
okay,
was maybe
gotcha.
not going to happen for him.
How old is he?
Well, hey, I'm glad
He's
that's
pretty old.
happening.
Let's see, Bill Clinton, age.
I have to turn my old chair to look.
79.
He's 79, so he's almost 80.
He's no Jimmy Carter.
I mean, he could have another 20 years.
No, but
hypothetically, yeah.
I mean, have you seen any videos of Bill Clinton in the last decade?
No, I haven't.
He's not.
In my
he's
head,
not aging very
I
gracefully.
only
He's
see
pretty
him as like
deteriorated.
Bill Clinton and like
From
in the 90s.
Yeah.
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 Hey there, I like to eat
My
McDonald's,
mention of him
play the
growing up
saxophone.
in that era, but
He looks fine.
There's a video of him walking around. It's just confused.
Show me that.
He's very shambling. He
find
kind
Aw.
of shuffles. And,
I think I look
I don't like that.
Yeah, he's.
I'll be joining my hero, Ronald Reagan, up in there.
I think I look real good. Me and Ronnie got on real good.
That's right. Let's do Dishing with Dan first, just to make sure we get to it.
Oh, okay.
And then after that,
Yes.
I will be put to the test with my soda tasting chops.
Okay.
And I will be
Are you
tasting weird sodas
Are you
and
at
guessing the
100%?
flavor.
Because you with your sickness.
Nah, I could taste.
Please sit up straight. Please sit up straight. Okay.
Go, Dan,
Please
do
cut
your
the
thing.
mic. Cut the mic.
Go dish.
All right. So
Yeah! Whoa!
What?
That's not
That's the wrong
It's
one.
not dishing with. Oh,
The other bug.
I know
That's the
people
wrong
get us
one.
confused a lot. It's actually
Alright.
this is Tom.
That's talking with Tom.
That's talking with Tom. Tea time with Tom. That's Stan over there.
All right, Dan, do your Epstein thing.
It's racist.
Hit it, Tamara.
Hit it.
so
No, stop. We have to do a show. We've wasted way too much time just chit-chatting. After I lectured them. Stop tomorrow.
Okay, that's the
Also-
right one.
fucking stop.
You guys should have switched
Dan, I
seats
swear
real
it
fast
away.
and really
I
confused
swear it
everyone.
away. I just need you to start.
Okay, here we go. So, as
Gonna
everybody
start and now.
so everybody knows.
Now.
So everybody knows that the Epstein situation has continued to play out.
Well, he's dead, so
Yeah, well, and we're not actually talking about the Billy Boy stuff today, but there were some updates on him. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but he did admit to cheating on his wife
Busted.
with 2 Russian women.
Damn. He had a menage a trois.
No, I think these were separate incidents.
Oh. 2 Russians? What, he's looking for Russian brides?
Evidently. Or something. I don't
They
know.
were really smart people, like astro scientists.
So he
if you're curious
claims.
exactly what Google
So
it.
he claims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look it up. I don't know.
Sounds like a honeypot situation to me, but who knows? Also, it was notable in his coming clean about all of that he didn't mention their ages.
Here's the thing about
Now, presumably they are over 18, but
it has to be. That would have been way more.
that would have been way more scandalous.
But here's the thing about Bill Gates, because you
What's
said
the
it's a
thing?
honeypot.
Here's
I
the
say
thing.
this as a man who comes from somewhat similar pedigree. Nobody wants to have sex with Bill Gates.
Okay.
Nobody is like, I want that man.
Right.
So honeypot confirmed.
Okay. Got it.
Bill Gates came.
So, Anyways, we're not talking about Bill Gates here today. We're talking about enemy number one in the MAGA world.
Hillary Clinton.
That's right. The
devil.
The devil, the one that it all comes back to, the center of all that is wrong in this country, past, present,
Yes.
and future. Hillary Clinton and her nasty husband.
Dude, we would be in, I feel like we'd be in such a better timeline if Hillary became president.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, undoubtedly. And I say that as somebody who's, mixed, very mixed on Hillary Clinton. Yeah, I mean, that's no competition, obviously.
The real timeline split happened when Gore lost.
That's true. That's true.
That's
a whole nother story.
Chilling.
She's just chilling. But anyways, so
just chilling in Congress.
Congress is trying to get to the bottom of specifically what they're investigating here is they're basically investigating the investigation. Congress has been issuing subpoenas and taking depositions and testimony related to what went wrong with the Epstein investigation, which fair. That seems like an important question because we all have talked about it here on the show of how just absurd the amount of evidence of wrongdoing seems to have been, and yet, to this day, Ghislaine Maxwell is the only person in prison over any of this. Although
she got a puppy.
What's that?
She got a puppy.
Oh, well, good for her.
But then when they realized, they took it away.
But I'm saying she's
They
getting
took away.
Maybe that's a punishment. It's like
No,
give it and then take it away.
My point is that she's getting treated very kindly in prison.
Oh yes.
Minimum security prison.
Well, is it more cruel to give somebody a cute little puppy and then take it away? Maybe that's actually a
No,
form
it's
of torture.
better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all.
You're right.
True.
You're right.
True.
Mark Twain actually said that.
Yeah, Mark Twain's real name was Samuel Clemens.
Of course I knew that.
Did you
You
know
know
that?
who played the sax? Clarence Clemens.
Clarence Clemens. Yeah.
Okay.
Go on, Dan.
My
Don't
favorite
let them,
fruit
don't
is
let them
lemon.
derail you.
No, it's okay.
Push
I'm
forward.
enjoying the sax talk. I don't mind.
Like Thomas the Tank.
You guys fuck a
Thomas
little different instrument. Miles Davis,
Yeah, that's a completely different instrument because
Yeah.
the trumpet.
Guys, it's not
But talented
interesting.
guy.
Why are we
nonetheless.
talking about a trumpeter?
Okay, John
We're
Coltrane,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And let's go back to a second. Why the fuck would you bring up Miles Davis?
because he's an amazing musician.
It's
don't
sax
care.
talk, bro.
Okay.
No, no.
He just plays the sax.
Dan,
It's
just
brass.
pay no heed.
You know who played the sax?
I will
Do you know who
enforce-
played the sax? This is
Back
relevant.
to Epstein files, please.
I am.
Oh,
This
I
is
know.
a wonderful
Bill Clinton.
addition. Bill Clinton
Good.
played the sax.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, yo!
Good.
I really
Good
don't
one.
want to play it with.
I really
God, we're really not
You
getting
see,
it.
my favorite note.
I'll play. Here, come blow on my saxophone.
My favorite string is a G string. Of course, that's a guitar.
Come, I'm gonna hit your G spot right here. Blow on my saxophone.
And also my favorite chord.
Come on.
G sus.
That's right. Yeah.
Computer, mute their mics.
Hey, computer, shut the.
At least
ball.
we're on topic.
We are on topic. We are talking about the Clintons. So let's first talk. We'll get to Bill. So as I mentioned at the top of the show, Bill is actually in a deposition right now with members of Congress doing his half of this. But Hillary went yesterday.
Okay.
So I was talking this over with some of the people at the office, and I just think that, because of all the negativity around Hillary, even people, people on the left don't like her, people on the right don't like her. And, obviously in 2016, she came very close to defeating Trump, but was very controversial at the time. And I feel like there is a lot of negative bias towards Hillary Clinton and this situation. And when I was kind of giving an overview to some people about it, they were shocked by just some of the simple, plain facts of this. So I think it would be helpful to just read her opening statement.
Okay.
Because I read it and I was like, damn, Hillary, Shillery, you kind of cooked here.
So, and by the way, just a part note, they wanted a public deposition. It's the Republicans who insisted on it being private. I mean, that should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah.
I agree, and that is one of the details that there seems to be a lot of misinformation around. Yes, the Clintons strongly pushed for all of this to be done in a public hearing. The Republicans did not want that. Their given reason was that if it was a public hearing, it would turn into a circus. This is extremely ironic.
Give me a fucking
If you know,
break,
first of
bro.
all, if you know the history around Hillary Clinton and her infamous email scandal, it was endlessly investigated in public hearings in Congress in an attempt to humiliate her, essentially, and drag her through the mud.
The truth is, they're keeping her in a private hearing because they know that she's going to dunk on them.
Yes, which, I mean, we don't have the transcript of the hearing yet, although we do have some details, and we'll get there. But again, let's just go through her opening statement. It's not that long. So, Mr. Chairman, ranking members of committee, as a former senator, I have respect for the legislative oversight, and I expect its exercise, as do the American people, to be principled and fearless in the pursuit of truth and accountability. As we all know, however, too often congressional investigations are partisan political theater, which is an abdication of duty and an insult to the American people. Okay, I can't disagree with that statement. The committee justified its subpoena to me based on the assumption that I have information regarding the investigations into the criminal activities of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Let me be clear as I can, I do not. As I stated in my sworn declaration on January 13th, I had no idea about their criminal activities. I do not recall ever encountering Mr. Epstein. I never flew on his plane, never visited his island, home, or offices. I have nothing to add to that. Like every decent person, I've been horrified by what we've learned about their crimes. It is unfathomable that Mr. Epstein initially got a slap on the wrist in 2008, which allowed him to continue his predatory practices for another decade. That hard to disagree with that too. Mr. Chairman, your investigation is supposed to be assessing the federal government's handling of the investigation and prosecutions of Epstein and his crimes. This is an important point, and this is what I was emphasizing at the beginning. The point of these hearings is to figure out what the hell happened here. Not even specifically like what he did, but like how this investigation could have been.
And who better to ask than Hillary Clinton?
And
the president.
Right. So you subpoenaed 8 law enforcement officials, all of whom ran the Department of Justice or directed the FBI when Epstein's crimes were investigated and prosecuted. Of those 8, only 1 appeared before the committee. 5 of the 6 former attorney generals were allowed to submit brief statements stating they had no information to provide. So she's pointing out we're all here to figure out why this didn't get investigated properly. There are 8 people who were in charge of this investigation over the years. Of those 8, only 1 was required to appear before the committee. And 5 of the 6 former attorney generals, they just gave like kind of a whatever, I don't know anything statement. And that apparently was fine with them.
Yeah.
This is an excellent point that she's raising here. Why?
She's a brilliant lady.
Even if she has, some association through Epstein through her husband, which she does, he does, I should say. She was not in charge of any of this stuff. And that is the point of this hearing. So anyways, you've had 0 public hearings, refused to allow the media to attend them, including today, despite espousing the need for transparency on dozens of occasions. Again,
cooking.
They keep talking about how they want to get to the bottom of this. They want transparency, and yet they are not having public hearings on this.
Hillary Clinton.
Right.
Why did this investigation fall apart, Hillary? You were president in 2000 and...
I'm just chilling.
What was it, 12? What was that?
16.
You won that election. Wait, you didn't?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should go ask the guy in charge.
Well, she won the popular vote.
Yeah.
She actually did win the popular vote. That's right.
Maybe we should question her.
You have made little effort to call the people who showed up most prominently in the Epstein files. And when you did, not a single Republican member showed up for Les Wexner's deposition. Did you know that? So Les Wexner, the billionaire owner of Victoria's Secret that basically gave Jeffrey Epstein all of his money.
Yes.
He was called in to this committee. None of the Republicans showed up for that. They weren't interested.
Les
Wexner, he's the guy.
He looks so guilty.
No, he's the guy.
He's the guy.
He's the guy that gave Epstein all this money.
Money, gave him apartments. Like
power of attorney.
Yeah, power of attorney.
That is fucking pathetic. Holy fuck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Who's on that committee, dude? They're just covering it up more.
It's pretty wild.
Dude, it's upsetting.
So let's keep going. The institutional failure is designed to protect one political party and one public official rather than seek the truth and justice of the victims and survivors. What public official do you think she's referring to there? Is she saying it's all designed to protect? I guess we can just speculate on that. As well as the public who wants to get to the bottom of this matter, my heart breaks for the survivors, and I'm furious on their behalf. I spent my life advocating for women and girls, and I've worked hard to stop. Get Jugga Joe out of here. This is not appropriate.
Tamara, please.
This is not an appropriate time for that.
Jugga Joe.
I've spent my life advocating for women and girls. I have worked hard to stop the terrible abuses. So many women and girls. You see what I mean, tomorrow? It's not an appropriate time for Joe to be on screen. Stop! Base here, including human trafficking, forced labor, and sexual slavery for too long. These have been largely invisible crimes, not treated as crimes at all, but the survivors are real and they're entitled to better. She goes on. I'm going to skip over a little bit. She talks about her work over the years on this very issue. She's traveled the world, Eastern Europe and Southeast Asia, to combat sex trafficking. She signed the she pushed for the Trafficking and Victims Protection Act when she was Secretary of State, yada, yada, yada. She's basically showing her credentials as somebody that has spent a decent chunk of her career going after sex trafficking. Infuriatingly, the Trump administration gutted the Trafficking in Persons Office at the State Department. This is the department that she helped set up, cutting more than 70% of career civil and foreign service experts who work so hard to prevent trafficking crimes. Okay, this is, I think, fair to bring up when we're talking about how seriously we are about getting to the bottom and stopping these kinds of crimes. Actions speak louder than words, right? The State Department that goes after this kind of stuff, Trump cut their budget by 70%, fired a bunch of people.
Makes sense to me.
This is a tragedy. This is a scandal, deserves vigorous investigation and oversight. The committee endeavoring to stop human trafficking would seek to understand what specific steps are needed to fix a system that allowed Epstein to get away with his crimes in 2008. A committee run by elected officials with a commitment to transparency would ensure full release of all files. Calling for release of all files, again. I would ensure that the lawful redactions of those files protected the victims and survivors, not powerful men and political allies. Again, calling attention to the fact that in the release files, they essentially accidentally doxed a number of the victims while seemingly being very careful to remove potential perpetrators' names from
including the torture guy.
Including the torture guy, right. Yep. I would subpoena anyone who asked on which night there would be the, quote, wildest party on Epstein's Island.
True.
We've talked about that here quite a bit. I agree. Why has Elon Musk not been called up?
Doesn't get worse than that.
Yes. I would demand testimony from prosecutors in Florida and New York about why they gave Epstein a sweetheart deal and chose not to pursue others who have been implicated.
Yes.
Again, like Hillary Clinton or not, everything that she's listing here, I cannot disagree with. These are very obvious steps that should have been taken a long time ago.
Imagine if this actually is what
And
was
it's obvious to everybody. Come on. Like, who are we kidding?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. I doubt the partisans are like, wow, the Republicans didn't show up to Les Wexner's.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do they care? Is anyone talking about that?
Probably no.
Like,
I really
just
wonder,
so
are they
egregious.
just like deeply in denial right now? Because it's very obvious what's happening.
There's a lot of people who are
Feels that
upset,
way.
but also I don't know how much they're looking into it. Or
I mean,
about the details of it.
We'll get into it. I mean, Hillary, we're going to see her. She did a press conference afterwards where she commented on a little bit and talked about the type of questions that a lot of the Republicans were asking her. It's quite humorous. She did acknowledge that there were a couple of Republican congresspeople who asked her questions that were actually relevant and could potentially point in a direction to get to something. So again, there are, and we talked about this last time, the guy who's teamed up with Ro Khanna,
Yes.
Thomas Macy, I believe is his name. So he is a Republican who seems pretty earnest about wanting to get to the bottom of this. There was also, in the twist of the century, MTG, though she is no longer in Congress because she resigned, but
Who?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, who
right.
once upon a time was Trump's strongest soldier, quite
Yes.
literally.
She the dude that gave someone a hand job in a theater? Or was
No,
that
that's Boebert, and she comes up in this story.
Never
actually,
forget.
there's a Boebertism in this story, so we'll get there. So we're almost there.
While she was in office, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It would demand that Secretary Rubio and Attorney General Bondi testify about why this administration is abandoning survivors and playing into the hands of traffickers. It would seek out officers on the front lines of this fight and ask them what support they need. It would put forth legislation to provide more resources and force this administration to act. But none of those things are happening. Instead, you have compelled me to testify, fully aware that I have no knowledge that would assist your investigation, in order to distract attention from President Trump's actions and cover them up despite legitimate calls for answers.
Spitting.
In this committee, if this committee is serious about learning the truth about Epstein's trafficking crimes, it would not rely on press gaggles to get answers from our current president on his involvement. It would ask him directly under oath about tens of thousands of times that he shows up in the Epstein files.
Boom.
I agree.
Cooked. Put her in charge of the.
If the majority was serious, it would not waste time on fishing expeditions. There is too much that needs to be done.
Right.
What is being held back, who is being protected, and why the cover-up? My challenge to you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, is the same challenge I put to myself throughout my long service to this nation. How to be worthy of the trust of American people have given to you. They expect statesmanship, not gamesmanship, leading, not grandstanding. They expect you to use your power to get to the truth and do more to help survivors of the Epstein crimes, as well as the millions more who are victims of sex trafficking. There it is. That's the statement. So,
Facts are
Yeah.
facts.
again, I don't think you have to like Hillary Clinton to. You could even think she's lying and she is guilty of being associated with Epstein. None of the things that she enumerated here as steps that should be taken are incorrect, in my opinion. So you can completely set aside any personal feelings you have about her, any speculation about her involvement in it. I mean, she's not wrong that the people that would have the answers that everybody wants are not being asked those questions.
Yes.
And as she pointed out, having her deposed has zero
This specific
value
mission,
to the investigation.
This specific
Or
investigation.
relevance.
Yeah, this specific investigation is about what went wrong with the investigation. Hillary Clinton never had anything to do with the investigation. So even if, again, just
Was never
plays
president,
devil's
by the way.
advocate, she's completely guilty. She eats babies. She drinks baby blood. It's all true. It's all true.
Play devil's advocate for a second.
She would still not have any answers for this committee.
She wasn't in charge.
She wasn't in charge of any of these investigations.
If she lost,
Right.
she won president.
She was not the president.
She was Secretary of State under Obama, right?
Secretary of State under Obama.
So maybe you could ask her about that time. I don't know, but
Again, that you would want to ask Eric Holder, Obama's Attorney General, or somebody like that. You know what I mean?
right.
I think that's totally legitimate. In fact, she calls that out
Yeah.
when she said the 6 attorney generals.
Yeah.
That would be during Obama's term as well, and Biden's. We're talking all the way from Bush, Obama,
Yeah.
Trump 1, and Biden. That. So we have both parties there, and she's saying, ask the people that were in charge of the investigation during that time. I think that's a completely reasonable request. So
I do.
I
love
met Eric
Bush.
Holder, by the way.
you met Eric
What?
Holder
Yeah.
through your dad or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. At an NAACP dinner. Yeah.
that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Obama. All right. So that was her statement. So I just wanted to read that because, I suspect a lot of people wouldn't take the time to actually go through what she's saying. And Hillary she's such a loaded figure in politics that I think people have their preconceived notions about her and don't really need to engage with what's actually happening. But the fact is, she wanted a public deposition to talk about all of this. They refused to give that to her. They said, you got to do it behind closed doors. And if you actually look at what she is saying about this, regardless of any feelings you have for her, anybody who's serious about wanting answers with this situation, I don't think can disagree with what she laid out there. So they do the deposition. It lasts for roughly 6 to 7 hours of questioning. During the deposition, a little something got posted to Twitter by friend of the show.
Was meant to be private.
This is a private deposition. And all of a sudden, Benny Johnson, breaking. The first image of Hillary Clinton testifying under oath about Jeffrey Epstein to the Republican Oversight Committee. This is the first time Hillary has had to answer real questions about Epstein. Clinton does not look happy. Photo provided by Lauren Boebert.
That's the girl who gave a hand job in the theater.
And Hillary never gave a hand job in a movie theater that we know of.
Nah, I don't know of any reporting about
actually,
that.
she might have.
Yeah, well, some of the other women.
Wait,
that
so why
that
are they
Clinton
posting a
slept with
picture?
might have, but
Because
Are they allowed to?
no.
look at all the watermarks.
Look at the watermarks, just in case you were wondering who posted.
Benny show, Benny show,
What?
Benny show, Benny show, Benny show.
What are they
Benny show, Benny show,
doing?
Benny show, Benny show.
They just really want you to know. So
And nobody tells them to take it down?
they do. I guess they weren't able to have him take it down. But this,
Fuck.
so Lauren Boebert sneaks a creeper shot of Hillary Clinton while she's in there.
Which is
Sends
funny
it-
because once
texts it
again,
to Benny Johnson.
What
He
the
posts it
hell?
online. immediately gets back to them in the room, and they actually adjourn. During, and they pause and interrupt the deposition.
Wow.
Basically derailing the whole thing while they figure out what the hell just happened.
Oh my God.
Because these things are very tightly controlled and negotiated and agreed upon. And one of the things is that, it's supposed to be closed door.
Well, the picture is not that subtle about who sent it.
Yeah.
So they got to feel like the biggest asshole when they stop the proceedings.
I don't think she.
I don't know
shame.
if Lauren Boebert has much self-awareness, if I'm being honest.
It's like dealing with children. What is going on?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So I don't know why they thought this was interesting or a good idea. If anything, it just derails thing. Again,
and it's just a creeper shot. Like, what is it helping anybody? Who cares?
If we're serious, are we serious about this investigation or not? Like, what are these games? Like, what's happening here? And again, Hillary wanted it public.
Right.
It's the Republicans that didn't want it public. So why is a Republican now leaking photos inside?
I mean, Hillary's like, push the video button.
Right, exactly.
Let's put it up.
Exactly. So now part of all this and the way that
is.
they're sort of they're laughing it off is that this testimony will be made public eventually, a transcript of it, but not before. Basically, it's going to go through lawyers, and that's like part of the deal is that things can be struck from the record and everything. I mean, you guys have done depositions before. You know how it goes. So, like, the transcript of the deposition is different than it being a public hearing, obviously. But regardless, it's just bizarre, and it just, I think, really demonstrates a lack of seriousness on the part of the GOP members. Now, like I said before, Hillary Clinton, she did give a little bit of credit to what's his name, the main dude, Comer, who was running. He's the chairman, James Comer, of this committee. She did say that he had some decent questions, but some of the questions she got were super weird.
Well, I have just finished
when's the last time you've watched a video of Hillary Clinton speaking? It was kind of tripping me out watching.
She looks good.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This is from now?
This is from right after.
Wow.
She sucked the life force out of Bill.
Yeah.
She sure did.
Yeah. I mean, oh God, Bill, you horn dog.
She looks fantastic.
Goddamn right she does.
It's the adrenochrome or whatever, right?
What, they cut Bill off or what?
Maybe. Well, he got caught.
You're cut off.
He got caught, so he's cut off.
You're a liability.
Yeah. All right. So let's listen to a little bit of her press conference here.
I answered every one of their questions as fully as I could, based on what I knew, and what I knew is what I said in my statement this morning. I never met Jeffrey Epstein, never had any connection or communication with him. I knew Ghislaine Maxwell casually as an acquaintance, but whatever they asked me, I did my very best to respond. It was disappointing that they refused to hold a public hearing, so I wouldn't have to be out here characterizing it for you. You could have seen it for yourself. We had asked for that. We think it would have been better for the committee and its efforts to gather whatever information they are seeking. We had a bit of a challenge in the beginning because we had agreed upon rules based on the fact it was going to be a closed hearing at their demand. And one of the members violated that rule, which was very upsetting because it suggested that they might violate other of our agreements. So we had to cease the hearing for a period of time until we could get assurances that no rules would be broken going forward.
Yeah, do you kick her off? Like, what?
So I looked into this. Really, the only consequence of that kind of thing, of violating like a congressional rule, is Congress itself punishing her, either like voting to censor her, or, I mean, theoretically impeaching her or something. Will the Republican-controlled House of Representatives do anything about that? No. So basically, nothing. There's really no consequence to her.
What a classless fucking loser.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's the type of girl to give a handy in a fucking theater. Surrounded by families and shit, by the way. It wasn't like a
It was
Pee-wee.
Beetlejuice, the musical.
It wasn't like a Pee Wee Herman situation where he's like in an adult theater jerking off.
Yeah.
No, she was at a family event.
Yeah,
That's really fucked up. I didn't know that.
By the
She's a
way,
sick fuck.
and just another detail, and I don't mean to slut shame, but it was a first date.
How do you know that?
That was part of the story.
Handy in the theater on the first date.
What?
That's a W.
I'll remind you, she also
does that?
She also, okay, actually, let me be careful here. Her husband I believe is a registered sex offender for pulling out his dick.
Yes.
Bowling alley. In front.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think she might have actually caught a charge for that same incident, so she might technically have a sex offense charge too. But I'm not. Google it. I don't know. That's what. I'm not.
Look it up.
I know
I don't
her
know.
husband for sure.
Oh my god.
Or I think I'm sorry, ex-husband.
I have
Ex-husband.
recollection this being on a body cam. If memory serves
It was
me.
CCTV
CCTV
of them
yeah.
leaving.
Wait, you're talking about the Beetlejuice?
I remember
part.
both
Yeah.
of them were.
I don't
Here's
think
about
there's
her
any footage
ex.
of the I don't know.
No, there was a photo. There's a photo.
There was, yeah.
The
Yeah.
bowling alley incident?
No, of her
No,
jerking off the guy.
hand
Yeah,
job.
there's CCTV.
Yeah, there's
footage.
full video evidence of
Yeah.
them walking and leaving there.
Jason
Awesome.
Boebert, the
Yeah,
ex-husband,
I-
U.S.
I-
Rep. Lauren Boebert pleaded guilty to reckless endangerment in June 2024. Wow, that was recently. Following 2 separate incidents involving domestic altercations, he was sentenced to 6 months of unsupervised probation. Wait, what is that's unrelated? Hold on.
There's another charge.
The
I said she.
bottom?
I didn't think she was not sexually. I mean, she was not charged.
Okay, so she didn't.
Yeah, she didn't
okay.
get
That's why I was
charged.
being careful because I didn't.
He
Think that
did time
She,
for lewd exposure in a bowling alley, and
Yeah.
she was
In a
there when it
bowling
happened.
alley.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah, her and her husband were screaming
It was
at and
Cosmo
accosting. They were like pissed off at a group of
Or
teenagers, and they were yelling at them. And the husband,
Oh.
in like his fury, decided to whip his dick out. I guess. Yeah,
Is he
Here's
trying to
a-
assert
here's-
dominance?
It is a really weird story.
Here's an accounting of it. Trish and I were standing at the snack bar. She came up and looked at my tattoo on my back. And she pulled down her sock and said, "Look, mine is fading," she wrote. Her tattoo may have been omitted. Then Jason said, "I have a tattoo on my dick." Trish and I said, "Yeah, whatever," and turned away to ignore him. Then Jason came up behind us and pulled his penis out of his pants.
Wow, it's even worse than I remember.
His thumb was covering the head. And all we saw was the shaft.
Oh my god.
Trish and I turned away and went and told Larry. It's for the Larry Macau, the owner.
That's pronounced macaque.
McCon.
That's called a callback, Ethan.
Got him.
Macaque. The owner of Fireside Lane and Rifle, Colorado, called the sheriff's department. Boebert had refused to leave and became belligerent. Boebert told deputies he had not exposed his penis, but had stuck his thumb through the fly of his pants as a prank.
Yeah, right. Nice try.
We've all,
Yeah,
we've all
right.
seen that.
Trisha Whaley's disputed that
As if
in her
that's
account,
final.
writing, "I know that wasn't a thumb because thumbs aren't 6 inches long."
It says
Lauren
that.
Boebert told deputies she had not seen the exposure happen. Anyway,
Was there a tattoo on his cock? Did we ever find that out?
I guess.
sounds like there
I don't know.
is. I mean, sounds like we don't know what.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Somebody in the chat said, "Bro thinks he's Lyndon B. Johnson." Do
So-
you know about that whole thing?
No.
Yes.
A former president of the United States, Lyndon B. Johnson. There are tons of stories that apparently, as like a power move, he would whip his dick out in the White House all the time to
Really
like
now?
dudes, like
it
to
was
other guys.
Very
And it was
well
big.
endowed.
And apparently he
Well,
had a
of
massive
course.
dick and would just whip it out frequently to like intimidate dudes.
Whoa.
This isn't that long ago. This is the 1960s.
1960s. They got down like that back in the days. man.
guess so, bro.
I know for a fact.
So I have a few questions. When
Yeah.
when was the date? Is she not married at the time?
I think they got divorced, which
So
I mean,
it would have been really recently?
Fault on her.
No, this happened,
in like 2021, I would say 2021 or
2004.
What? Oh, I'm
What's
sorry.
that?
I thought she was asking about the jerk off.
Yes,
The
that's
jerk
what
off
I'm
was
asking. about.
2023.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so it is really
Yes,
recent.
very
recent,
She was in office.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, she should catch a charge for that.
And
in my
she's in
opinion.
the government.
Why wouldn't
sure
why,
is.
why wouldn't she?
I don't know. I don't. Well,
she's part of
a-
the government.
Exactly.
She
that's
sure
why.
is.
It's a
Still?
great first date story.
They were vaping as well.
She's in the.
Oh, right. They were vaping in the
She's
theater.
the one that took the
She's
photo.
in that photo. Oh
She's
my-
the one that
she's-
took the
she
photo
Oh
to
my
send to
god!
Ben.
I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
Jerking.
wild.
You want to see a photo? I mean, you don't see. It's not graphic. Boebert jerking dude off in theater.
Somebody said, didn't Crowder do something similar? Yes, he did. Allegedly, by a lot of ex-employees.
Wow.
Newly released footage of the night in question appears to show Boebert exposed breasts being fondled by her date for an extended. Yes.
What?
I didn't know that.
I don't remember that part of the story.
For an extended period of time while she in turn dawdles around his lap with her hand. As
What?
many have pointed out on social media, Having seen the footage, children were seated all around the couple that
Oh my
within viewing
God.
range of what they
This
were
is
up
the
to.
person who is going to get to the bottom of the pedophile ring.
Oh my God.
Lauren Boebert was jerking her date off in public while he gropes her in a theater where children were present, and yet she continues to attack LGBTQ people as threats to children.
Yeah,
wrote
what?
Journalist and clinical instructor Alejandra
And that's how I met your mother.
Carballo.
Well, there you go. So
Wait, hold on. Don't show this screen.
okay.
I don't know. Oh, it's gone. There was a link that said footage of the event, but it doesn't work.
I have a video.
Yeah, I want to see it. Just don't show
The
it.
fucking theater's packed too, dude. I was thinking it was like a Monday night.
Yeah, we watched all of this
Okay.
at the time.
I don't remember
but
watching
years
a
ago.
video.
I don't
I
remember.
saw. Okay, here, Ela, watch.
Yeah, we watched the video.
I don't remember the video. That's crazy.
So, here she is.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
You see, there's a kid
She's
walking
vaping. That is so fucking ridiculous.
They're also like
is
not
crazy.
in the back at all. They're just totally
In
They're
the
on the
aisle,
alley.
in
too.
a
Or the
center
row.
and yeah, an alley.
Yo,
Right, that's a good point.
That's a good point. People are going to go to the bathroom. and walk
Everybody
by,
will
you
see
know?
them.
Bro,
It's
these
not in
poor
the
people in
back
front of
or
them
anything.
in the line of fire.
Can you imagine the woman? He will
Taking
not
photos.
believe
Taking
what I
photos?
saw.
She's taking selfies during the play.
she's trash.
She must be drunk.
She's an alcoholic on top of everything.
Yeah.
This guy,
Dude, I'm an alcoholic. I never give handjobs in movie theaters.
Oh, look, somebody's telling her to stop. She's like dancing and being annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this would be infuriating.
the lady behind her told her to show the fuck
Yeah.
out.
And she's doing it again.
She's trash.
This seems like a Chappelle sketch again.
Yeah, she's dancing like she's in a bar.
Yeah.
Dude,
Everyone
I
else
feel
is.
like that guy is embarrassed.
Well,
He got lucky.
I think he's got something else on his mind.
yeah, he got something else.
He got a in the theater handy, dude.
All right.
Very rare.
So here they go.
Thank you, Nick Boris, for the 5 gifted, by the way. It just came in. Thank you very much.
So this is when they got kicked out.
Yeah.
Oh, they got kicked out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks for the hand job.
Yeah, and I remember we watched this on the show that shall not be named back in the day, and we were really cracking up at the time because not only was there footage of them leaving, but they had like CCTV
Yeah.
of like all of the building. Like basically, they were like there was footage of them walking all the way home for some reason.
Step
we
by
had footage of everything of this incident.
Dude,
High quality, too.
this might even be more than alcohol. She might be on other drugs because this is insane.
Apparently, the
I mean,
story,
she's having a good time.
the story of how she met her husband is also a major red flag. People are saying
Oh, what's that?
because it sounds like she was a high schooler working at Burger King, and he was
And she
not.
came
They
along.
started dating when she was underage.
She was a high schooler.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the guy's a sex criminal, and she's down.
That's
Yeah.
what I
let me,
read.
Let me confirm. I'm
Yeah.
seeing that she likes to sue.
Sue these nuts.
That's why I was being very careful. I
Yeah.
knew the stuff about the husband. I couldn't remember her involvement
Sue these
in,
Oh,
nuts.
in
okay.
the bowling alley.
Okay. I'm
alley
just
incident.
learning all this stuff. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know.
Yo, bro, I met this high school girl that was
the
hot as
split-
fuck tonight.
Yeah, that was fake news. She worked at McDonald's, not Burger King.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you for the correction.
That's the problem.
I've been defamed.
for
The couple
correction.
met when she was working at McDonald's at the age of 16, and he was 22, according to Business Insider.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
about to say
yeah.
yikes. Thank you, Keemstar.
16.
Oh, so I guess they're saying they broke no Colorado law with the
Colorado,
relationship.
a 16 state? It might be. There's a surprising amount of states that still have 16 or 17.
Yeehaw.
Yeah,
brother.
she wrote they did not break any Colorado laws while they were dating,
Here
and
he
that
is,
her
by the
mother
way.
approved of their
Wait,
relationship. The age of consent in Colorado is 17.
Here they are, back where it all started.
Mm.
It's like they're in a fast food spot.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just me and my man, I'll tell you, brother. I like to whip my dick out and show it to the gals. The youngins.
Oh, yeah.
I got a tattoo on my cock. You want to see?
I got to know what it is.
Oh, man.
We the people.
That's a good point, Tom. Yeah, I actually. I
The
wonder too.
Constitution.
Yeah, the
I'll
whole
look into it.
Constitution.
The Bill of Rights.
Damn. All right.
Here's his mugshot.
Oh, there you go.
Do they pan down at all? Or?
Arrested on misdemeanor
Cockshot.
charges. Here I am.
I think this is from a different. This is a totally different incident.
Yeah, yeah.
I think didn't he get into a fight with like
There's
a
been a couple.
snowplow guy or something?
So here's a let's begin the investigation by asking Who assigned her to this committee?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Why is she still assigned to anything?
Well, she's compromised. Like, I'm sure they have a bunch of shit on her too.
No, seriously,
They
who
can get her,
assigned her?
to say whatever the fuck.
Maybe she
they
gave him a
want.
hand job to get on the committee.
It's possible.
Who assigned her to this fucking committee?
I mean,
a
presumably,
sex criminal.
you know, I know that there's a lot of politics in Congress about how one gets onto one committee or another. I think it would just be the chair, that guy, James Comer, would have allowed her, but I'm not. Google it. I'm not totally sure.
I don't know. Look it up.
Look it up.
Beetlejuice. That's how.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
This
Beetlejuice.
program was made possible by contributions from viewers
What
like
a-
you. Thank you.
What a creep.
Thank you. All right. So that was we got a little sidetracked there. That was Hillary mentioning Boebert without saying her name.
And we returned to answer questions repetitively, literally over and over again. I don't know how many times I had to say I did not know Jeffrey Epstein. I never went to his island. I never went to his home. I never went to his offices. So it's on the record numerous times. It then got, at the end, quite unusual because I started being asked about UFOs and a...
Oh my God.
Let me guess.
Just
Lauren Boebert.
Kill me.
She does not say, but she says that she was asked questions about UFOs and Pizzagate.
Oh my God.
Now, the
That had to be
Pizzagate,
Lauren.
like, as crazy as it is, the Pizzagate is the less absurd one of those.
Yes,
more
because
connected.
there is
Because
a
at
lot of
least-
pizza in the emails.
What? Vanessa was in the emails.
But why are we asking her?
Soft.
Why are we not asking
Well,
the people in the emails?
And specifically, let's be clear. The Pizzagate conspiracy, though there are echoes of the Jeffrey Epstein, allegations,
Yes.
they have nothing to do with one another. It's different allegations, different people, different, like, Epstein at no point was part of the Pizzagate conspiracy, which we should be clear has been entirely debunked. But regardless,
now it got a second life now because
they're talking about pizza.
there's pizza mentions in the emails that don't make sense,
right?
and like other stuff like jerky and grape juice or something.
Sure.
So there's weird mentions like that.
Right. Well, regardless, the UFOs. What's going like? Why are we?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about that?
What?
Hillary, I want to take this opportunity to ask you something totally besides. But I know you was president, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you anyway. Did you know about UFOs? Any government records?
Just the
Well, I
irony
wasn't
of
president.
like
I didn't have access to those. Oh, okay.
I can't handle it. I really can't.
Oh, they got it all.
They're
wrong.
going so hard at her for the emails, and meanwhile we have emails of an actual
Right.
Yeah.
sex or pedophile ring, the real deal,
It's the real deal.
It's the
folks.
real deal.
It's right there.
and they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah. So
A series of questions about
This is why you
Pizzagate.
vote. This is
one of
why
the most
people like
vile,
Hassan,
bogus
who are like,
conspiracy-
it doesn't matter. It makes no difference. Like Republicans are the party of just like completely belligerent, tasteless, just stupidity and hypocrisy and just complacency. It's just pathetic, dude. I mean, they're dumb. Like they celebrate fucking ignorance and being a moron. Like Lauren Boebert was put in the same room as Hillary Clinton to ask to investigate. Like these are not quality people.
They're not serious people.
That's embarrassing.
She's not even qualified to manage the Burger King. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That she started her big start. So I don't know. That's why you vote, guys.
That's why you vote.
conspiracy theories that was propagated on the
And then sometimes you do vote, and the person who wins the most votes doesn't win because we live in a bizarre, arcane system in this country.
internet.
But also
with everything.
sometimes you vote even if you don't absolutely love over the hills for the candidate because
Yeah, no.
they're better than the worst one.
I agree, and I was just making a joke because in Hillary's case, she's in that unique position where she won the popular vote but did not win the election, which I think is a very silly system personally. But
Right.
Well, it's very rare that happens, actually. It's only happened to a few Dems recently, eh?
it happened with
Did
Al Gore.
won it?
Yeah,
Al Gore
Gore.
won the popular vote, and Hillary Clinton won the popular
Yeah.
vote, and both of them lost the election.
So there you go.
Yeah, twice
Well, it
twice
happened
in
to
my
do-
lifetime is probably that's too many times.
The last election we voted in Israel, it happened that basically the opposition won, but then couldn't
Well, in Israel, they have,
have a parliament.
they have
Different.
parliamentary politics, which, that
But
all
it
kinds
was
of
like
wacky
the
shit
same
can
feeling.
happen.
Like
Yeah.
people wanted this person, and then
Parliamentary system seems even goofier.
It has
Very
a
complicated.
Like today,
different set of goofy.
today I'm proud
Yeah.
to
it
announce
has some positives. It has some.
yeah.
that we are partnering with the legalized bestiality group.
Right.
They got a 2% of the vote, and now they have a powerful position in government.
Yeah.
I,
see what I'm saying?
I think it's great
Yes,
here
Jim.
that you can't have the same
Okay.
person over and over and over again. So there's a limit.
With the president, there aren't limits on a lot of positions, though. Like for
That's
instance, senators can
That is-
run
yes.
indefinitely. Essentially, which
Supreme
is-
Court.
Yeah,
and
Supreme Court.
So it's a mixture, but yeah, I mean there's a lot of debate. There's a lot of people in this country that want term limits for all, and there's I think decent arguments for it. There are some decent arguments against it as well, but I don't know. I do agree that when we wind up with like Dianne Feinstein and people like her who are in their late 80s and are barely coherent, and they are somehow still, just being
Thurman.
shuffled around in a wheelchair by their staff and told how to vote. That's a problem.
Well, he's dead, so
yeah, that is true. He's dead.
Mitch McConnell, who's probably died 3
I think
times.
he has been dead. Yeah, I think he might be dead.
He is
Just keep
dead.
cloning
I think
him.
he's Weekend and Bernie's situation.
His spirit was called upon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I think we're almost done.
That was serving as
Go
a
on, Tom.
basis of a member's questions to me. So I can only say that the best exchange that I had came at the very end, when contrary to every other deposition they have taken, no Republican member asked any questions about Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell to anyone else they have deposed. And in fact, the Republican members didn't even show up for the deposition of Les Wexner. And when I
That's
said that,
crazy.
I had to point out that the only questions that any Republican member asked of any of the people they deposed was of former Attorney General Bill Barr when Chairman Comer asked him about the allegations, in his view, about Russia's involvement in my election in 2016.
Oh my
So
God.
at the very
no.
end of this hearing, after I made that point, I want to commend Chairman Comer for raising a series of significant questions that I responded to about the nature of the investigation and the areas that I thought should be explored. So I appreciated that. I want to see the truth come out. So that was...
So if you're not following, she was giving credit to the committee chair, who is a Republican,
Who assigned Boebert?
Huh?
Who assigned Boebert?
The one who assigned Boebert, yes. Well, we said we don't know, and that they should Google that. I'm not
Google it. I don't know.
I really don't know. Anyway, she's giving a little bit of props to the one Republican on the committee that, in her view, asked some actual relevant and serious questions. And so, there, like we said before, there are a handful of Republicans, some from very unexpected quarters, that do seem to have some integrity, and at least on this issue, and want to get to the bottom of it, regardless of if it ends up making other Republicans or Trump look bad. And for those people, you should acknowledge that, like the Thomas Massey guy, who I think otherwise is not somebody that I would never vote for or support. But I do have to acknowledge that he seems like the real deal when it comes to the Epstein stuff. So,
But then how do you end up with such a fucking circus and deposition?
Well, I am starting to feel more optimistic about all of the Epstein stuff, which may be naive of me, but it just seems like there are enough people in politics that have accepted the reality that this is reached a critical point where it is no longer viable to just ignore this and pretend like it's not going away. It has become a total sensation in the American public. I mean, it's just like, and I don't mean that in like a positive way, obviously, but it really is. It's like it's a cultural meme at this point. Like everybody is talking about the Epstein files. It permeates into comedy, and late night shows are making jokes. Like it is like, and that isn't always the case, especially in this day and age with how media is. Everything moves on so quickly, and it seems like a big story and it disappears in 48 hours and we've all moved on to the next thing. That is not happening with the Epstein files. Like, people are not letting it go. And so some of these investigations do seem to be getting somewhere, and I think it's super significant. I know they were manipulated and poorly redacted and everything. It's still super significant that we got that email dump. I mean, and as we've seen, like it really
that was
is
a big one.
Yeah.
Big, massive dump.
That was a big, massive dump.
We talked
They call
about
them
Prince Andrew getting arrested. I can't recall, but I think it was right after that episode. But that other guy, Lord Mandelson, who was also implicated, he's been arrested now too. So people in his circle are being punished, just not ones
Just
in the
not
United
in
States.
America.
Yeah, exactly. I see the private sector, both in America and all over the world, are kicking CEOs out of their positions. England, royal family, government are kicking people out. The one place that remain, also all over Europe,
is where it all happened.
the one place that remains, U.S. government, no accountability, literally fucking zero, and I find that absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me. It's crazy.
I do think it's heading in that direction.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, just the signs that we're seeing, and again, just. And that's up to us too. Like I was saying, I mean, a big part of the reason that it isn't going away is because people are not letting it go, and we shouldn't. Nobody should let up on this, and until we get real answers. And again, like her, dislike her, think she's a pedophile, baby eater herself. Whatever you think of Hillary Clinton, I direct you to the steps that she listed in that opening statement, because I really do think she's right that is, like, if we want real answers, that's the blueprint right there. Exactly what she laid out. Those are the people that have the answers that we all want.
Well, here's the accountability I want. Have you seen this new photo? This is my fave.
Let me see.
Stephen Hawking, seen with 2 women and the Epstein files.
Dude, that needs to be on a Supreme drop.
So I did look into this a little bit.
Yeah.
And just so I don't want to totally exonerate Stephen Hawking from being a creep here. The family or estate of Stephen Hawking said that these 2 women were his longtime assistants and nurses that traveled around with him.
Nurses, right?
Bullshit.
Well, my point being, these are not.
Why are they drinking alcohol with?
If they're having like a day
They're off
off,
the
or
clock.
something.
Yeah, no, they are on Epstein Island. The point is that
This is on the
It is on the island.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's
never mind.
even worse.
I take it back.
No, because we already knew that. There's photos of him.
I wasn't
I didn't
sure.
know it was on the damn
This
island.
is on the island.
It was at a 2006 science symposium. You know what? I don't think it was on the island. I think it was on one of the islands nearby.
Oh.
But it was part of the same trip.
Oh.
Here's all the details.
I'm getting information that that's actually a Bober. And one of the photos, yeah. That was a joke. Don't
A
sue me.
photo of Stephen Hawking with 2 women in bikinis has emerged. Family spokesman said the 2 women were the late physician's caretakers. The photo was taken at a science symposium in 2006. Representatives for Hawking's family did not immediately respond to people. Well, what's the context that it was in the Epstein files?
So it was happening at a Ritz-Carlton in St. Thomas, which I think is the
That's right
island.
there.
Yeah, it's right there. So,
Right there.
And I think Epstein attended that symposium and snapped a photo of him.
Oh, shit.
So my point was, I'm not totally exonerating him, but I don't believe that those women were trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. I don't
Okay.
think they are not victims. They
Yeah.
they are employees of Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
Look at him, man.
Dude, one of the
you know
my-
what I like about Stephen? He's just you could see the smile and the joy on his face of just the thrill of being alive.
Oh no!
And he has this childlike wonderment that
I'm sorry.
is just very inspiring.
I gotta say, so
mean,
far,
yeah.
my favorite thing of this whole Epstein thing that's going on is the Ro Khanna moment where he lists the names of the 6 co-conspirators that were redacted.
Right. Yep.
And he's like, in 30 minutes, I looked at this stuff and these names should not be redacted, and I'm gonna say them.
The
It
torture
says the
guy.
names.
The torture guy. Yeah.
Tom, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say Stephen Hawking reminded me. Dan, I think I sent this to you, but like a month ago, it was all over my TikTok feed. Stephen Hawking in like X Games, like superimposed on a half pipe.
Yeah.
Dude, I never get tired to look at them, and I guess I watched them too much. I would open up TikTok and there would just be like 10 of those.
Your
in a
whole
row.
feed is Stephen Hawking.
Dude,
on a
I never
half-pipe?
got tired of it.
So
Classic Tom.
I think the science thing was funded by Epstein.
Yeah, so I mean that was that's why he has so many associations with these mathematicians and physicists.
It was.
because he was a big donor to MIT and he had all these foundations and everything. And
It was funded by him. The professional conference in 2006 was funded by
Very
Epstein,
sus, the whole thing.
according to
There
the
you go.
Times.
Here was the other one that I was talking about. Here he is in Epstein's submarine. This was also in the Epstein files.
We all live in a pet submarine.
Wow, that's good.
Very good.
I'll be here all week.
Wowie.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Can
All right,
he
so-
perform still?
Huh?
Can he perform still?
Evidently, yes.
He was a
because-
ladies' man.
Yeah, he was kind of.
Hello,
I know it
beautiful.
seems a little silly, but he was known as a bit of a pervert.
Charming fella.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh, perv.
Yeah. No, he like cheated on his wife.
Yeah,
With
With one of his
assistant,
nurses
right?
or
Yeah.
something. Like he
Wait.
left his wife over.
It's all adding up.
And did Jeffrey Epstein recruit the assistant by chance?
That's
for him?
yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got it.
That I don't know, and I don't want to allege.
Got it.
The estate of Stephen Hawkins is still around.
Hawkins. Hello. Hello, beautiful.
I'm sorry.
People being shocked by Epstein having a submarine. Yeah, he had a submarine. He had a fucking jet. This dude, he had it all.
Wow.
It's crazy.
He didn't have Neverland, Dan.
He didn't have Neverland, and he didn't have a clean conscience.
No, he didn't.
Sit up!
No, he didn't,
Sit
Dan.
up! Dude, I can't hear
You're
the
being
noise.
silly right now, Dan.
Sit the fuck up.
You think Epstein Island's impressive? You should see my. You should see my ranch.
This is actually even more amazing
I'm
that it's
free.
making that much noise because you're not even wearing it anymore.
I'm free.
If they
I'm
ever
out.
open Neverland to the public,
That's silly.
we gotta
AB.
shoot a video there.
They'll never do that.
That would
Stop it.
Wait, hold on. Exploring Neverland. right?
Exploring Neverland and have Ethan in full costume.
Did someone just buy it?
Yeah, it was like mega on discount.
I think Christian Auditor bought
It
it.
was
at
like
one
mega,
point.
mega on discount.
Did you buy it? You could.
I can't afford it even on discount.
It was sold in 2020 to billionaire businessman Ron Burkle for $22 million. Yeah, that's not that
22
much.
million for that estate
Yeah,
is insane.
Yeah, no, it's a
Originally
huge
listed
property.
Originally listed 100 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
100 million. That's
I mean,
what it's worth, man.
Because like
It's all the memories. It's priceless.
you're kind of like buying a bunch of like useless crap. Because all those like carnival rides and shit that he had, those are probably all like rusted and
Maybe to you, Dan.
Yeah, I
The
was gonna
boys
say,
didn't
dude.
think
You
you
know,
was
like how
discounted.
people like
Discounted.
buy old like storage units
Yeah.
and sell that shit. I
Right.
think you could sell everything there. Probably.
Right.
You could sell every spoon, every fucking
I mean,
nail.
that's true.
There's a comment that in Argentina, they're also talking about Epstein files, and they still don't have justice for the unique Argentinian confirmed in the list. A hairdresser called Giordano.
What
A
about it?
hairdresser.
What's her story?
I don't know. We look it up.
Is she a
I don't
victim or
know.
perpetrator?
I don't know if that is a woman's name.
I don't know. Look it up.
It sounds like it is something that they want to get justice, and they haven't gotten it yet.
Okay, well, justice. I mean,
And
get in
then-
line.
It also
it's a-
somehow is
it's a
related
dude.
to a new trend. I don't know how.
I don't know.
If you guys can expand on that, it sounds funny.
Well, I can't. It's the same with Swedish TikTok and European TikTok. They're all like doing the same thing as what's happening on American TikTok. Like we're all just trying to call out people that's mentioned in the files, which is
Good.
sick. It's awesome, bro.
I found an article about it. This Roberto Giordano. It's an old local adage that goes, "There's always an Argentine." It means that in key world events, it is more than likely that an Argentine is involved. The Epstein list is not an exception to this rule. Oof.
I mean, 3 million emails.
Yeah, so he was a stylist, hairdresser, and businessman who organized and hosted popular televised fashion shows. So he's in the fashion world.
He's a
Yeah,
perp.
Epstein had a lot of fashion world connections, so this is adding up.
Wait, is that Juggy Joe?
No.
Wait,
Oh.
Juggy Joe
Where do you see Jugga Joe?
on the left.
I didn't see anything.
All right, listen, guys. Thank you, Dan, for the dish.
You're welcome.
It was a great dish.
Yes, thank
Hit
you.
it, David.
Thank you.
So we probably don't have a ton of time. we've got in my Instagram feed. There's something cool I found.
Ethan, if you could, you're not wearing the headphones, so you can't hear, but
I can hear fine.
The graphics playing.
This program was made possible by
Zach,
contribution.
I just realized we have like total control over this. Turn off all of the monitor speakers. Oh. Then he can't hear without the headphones.
Yeah, that would be great
Right.
for the show.
Yeah, because
Make
you would
sure
have to
I
wear
can't
the
hear
headphones.
anything.
We'll just wear the headphones and you can hear it.
I'm caught in a rock in a hard place. I don't know what to do right now.
You know exactly
I have
what to
two
do.
people. I don't know what to do right now.
Right.
Zach.
Well, you can listen to me and you can turn down the
Are
monitor
you
speaker.
finding the
I'm trying
headphones
to detect-
uncomfortable?
They're okay.
It's kind of like overwhelming.
I don't feel like myself. I know that sounds
Me
silly.
too. Me too.
Why does that mean?
I'm not as funny with the headphones on.
I disagree. I feel like you've been pretty funny today.
Thank you so
But it might have more to do with the Dayquil.
Maybe no, I
NyQuil.
have a hard time with it. I
PEDs.
don't know. Maybe we just need to get used to it, but it feels weird.
Kids
Feel like it's worth getting used to,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I'm going to try what Love wears, and I'll see if that's
I'm not
better.
Yeah, if
giving
you wear
up,
smaller
but thank
ones,
you.
I think you'll be
I'm not
cool.
giving up all the way. I'm just taking a break.
Just, being able to hear your own voice. I know it seems a little odd at first, but
Yes.
it gives you
It's
instant
odd.
feedback because, like, for instance, you start talking, you're like, oh shit, I don't hear myself. I need to move my mic.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to do my Instagram feed, or do you want to do Daily Wire's big comeback?
I've been talking too much, so do the Instagram
Well,
feed. I don't want to talk anymore.
Was there no update on the bill?
Oh, right. We
yeah.
actually didn't quite finish.
I feel like that's the most newsworthy.
Right,
'cause
so-
it's banging new.
You are right. So
Sunday.
Bill Clinton is testifying as we speak, probably getting close to being wrapped up here. So that's currently ongoing. So obviously we don't have reporting on it yet. However, we do have his opening statement. Now, Bill Clinton, husband of Hillary Clinton, for those who are wondering,
Yeah.
does have credible connections
Was
to Jeffrey
president
Epstein.
and was associated.
So he wasn't president at any point when Jeffrey Epstein was being publicly charged with any crimes. He was president throughout the 1990s. It wasn't until 2008 that Jeffrey Epstein caught a child prostitution charge.
Okay.
That said, he was I don't want to say frequent, but like repeated visitor to the Clinton White House. So he was like being treated as a guest at the White House during the 1990s while Clinton was in office. And after Clinton left office, they very famously traveled together on a mission to Africa.
Oh fuck.
And this was the infamous.
Yikes.
This was the infamous mission with Bill Clinton, Kevin Spacey,
Oh,
Ah!
God.
Right.
and Chris Tucker and
That is
Jeffrey
so
Epstein on Jeffrey Epstein's plane, traveling and doing a lot of, I believe it was like AIDS awareness thing. So it was on the surface for a good cause, but that's just but they did so on Epstein's plane. He lent them the plane to do this trip. The plane that's often referred to as the Lolita Express.
Affectionately referred to as.
Right. Now, he denies all wrongdoing, of course. There are photos. There's photos of Clinton hanging out with Epstein. There's just the worst vibes in the world. Bill Clinton, Epstein photo, hot tub. One of the worst vibes of a photograph I've ever seen right here.
Yeah.
I look
No.
cool
Oh,
as
yeah.
fuck.
No. That dude just did something terrible.
Yeah.
I let my wiener dangle.
You want to hear me play?
Oh
this?
man.
Oh god.
It's
Anyway.
Nah, this dude's guilty.
So bad vibes, horrible vibes.
He did something.
They're all hanging out. I think is that just Lane? It must be, right?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's just me and my boys.
they call her Ghislaine for a reason.
Yeah. So
Well, it's G-Lane,
now that said,
for the record.
I not a big fan of Bill Clinton's personal issues, and obviously
Yeah.
he's also well known for the Monica Lewinsky scandal while he was president, where he was having sex with an intern who, while was of age,
Yeah.
was very young. I believe she was in her very early 20s, and he was in his late 50s, I believe, and also was the president of the United States. So, that wasn't great.
Then did you say they were on an AIDS awareness thing?
Yeah, but I wasn't 100% on that, so I don't know. Look it up. Google it.
So, just because it sounded like age awareness,
That's
a few people.
No, not age awareness. Yeah.
Look it up.
It was some sort of, it might have been another disease.
Okay.
I think it was AIDS, but it was some sort of humanitarian mission to Africa. So anyways, let's hear what Bill Clinton had to say. So it starts with, good morning, welcome to Chappaqua. Which is
my favorite position in the Kama Sutra.
No, that's not what Chappaqua is. Chappaqua is where they live. It's in upstate New York, and yeah, I think that he must not be doing very well health-wise. So they came to him for this. So good morning, welcome to Chappaqua. I'm here today for 2 reasons. The first is that I love my country. Wow, what patriot. And America was built upon the idea that no person is above the law, even presidents, especially presidents. Democracy requires every person
This
to
is
do their
verbatim?
part. I'm reading his statement, yeah. Democracy requires every person to do their part. And I hope that by being here today, we can bring ourselves a little further away from the brink and back to being a country where we can disagree with one another with civility. Where the search for truth and justice, blah, 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 shut
Blah,
the fuck
blah,
up.
blah.
Second reason I'm here, here's the important one, is that the girls and women whose lives Jeffrey Epstein destroyed deserve not only justice, but healing. They've been waiting too long for both. Through my brief acquaintance with Epstein, let me start over. Though my brief acquaintance with Epstein ended years before his crimes came to light, I will say, I believe that is factually correct.
Well, that's what Trump always says to get himself off.
Right, and if Trump wasn't in the Epstein files like 10,000 times, I quite frankly, even hating Trump, would have to agree. I guess my point is, I'm not sure if I believe him.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm not sure if I believe Clinton too. But as far as like what is publicly known, the times that they were seen together or traveled together or anything, it was in the late 90s and early 2000s, several years before Jeffrey Epstein got caught.
Well, actually, that timetable, I just read a book on the history of the Secret Service, and Bill, when he was governor of Arkansas, was so wild and so consumed with girls. Remember when he used to jog? You know, there'd be footage of him.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he didn't jog a lot. So the story was, he told Hillary was, I'm going to jog to the YMCA, which was a mile away from the governor's mansion. But I guess because he was governor, they gave him like his own room in the YMCA, like a kind of an office situation.
Yeah.
So he would pretend he's running. The Secret Service would drive him to the YMCA. He'd do his business with this girl, and then drive home. And the Secret Service guys were quoted as saying, "We thought it was the funniest thing ever because you'd always borrow a bottle of water from us to pour over his head and on his shirt,
Pretend like he was
like to
sweating.
be kosher with Hillary."
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's an old dog.
He is a philanderer, as they say. He has not been good to Hillary Clinton, which you know, is part of all this. They're still together. Who knows? You know, that's their business. You know, their marriage or whatever. That being said, it's like, girl, you should have left him in the dust years ago. Like, what the hell? Like, he has humiliated her so many times.
It's
like,
definitely a relationship of convenience at this point.
but is it even convenient anymore? I feel like she's got to really
Well, they're
love him
past
to
that.
stick
I mean,
around
she
at
lost.
this point.
She lost. That was like it.
Yeah, but like, why stick around? Like, I guess it must be complicated. I don't know. Who the fuck knows what is going on? But he was not very good to her. I would say.
Well,
Also, they're older, and I don't know if like we're more open to the idea of divorce, and I don't know if their age
there might be
kind of plays
religious-
a part in this.
That's true, and
Yeah.
well, maybe. All right. Well, let me keep going. Before we start, no. Through my brief acquaintance with Epstein ended years before his crimes came to light, and though I never witnessed during our limited interaction any indication of what was truly going on, I am here to offer what little I know so that it might prevent anything like this from ever happening again. Okay? But before we start, I have to get personal. You made Hillary come in. She had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Nothing. She has no memory of even meeting him. She neither traveled with him nor visited any of his properties. Whether you subpoenaed 10 people or 10,000, including her, was simply not right. Standing up for her a little bit. I mean, I think he's right. I think he's right that, you know, talk to me. I'm the one that
Right.
palled around with him or whatever. She's got nothing to do with this.
It's
That's
honorable
true.
to a
Yeah.
certain extent, I suppose.
That's true.
A dirty trick.
It's a dirty trick. We began this hearing with me raising my hand and taking an oath to tell the truth, but everyone has a responsibility to be honest with those they represent. Whether you raise your right hand or not, each and every one of us owes nothing less but the truth and accuracy to the American people. Wow. I don't like when he's like appealing to patriotism like that. It's like, come on.
Sometimes I
weird-
will sit on my right hand so it falls asleep, and then I do my business. Call
it a stranger.
stranger.
Oh, but I'll tell you what, there's nothing strange about that move in my office.
I go.
My right hand is always on pins and needles. Anytime I can whip it out.
God.
Get it going. But I need to fight the demons. I got to be ready in case the demon rears his head.
People are calling Bill Clinton a wife guy for what he said. I don't know.
Here's what I'll say about Bill.
Wife guy. He
What?
ain't no
Ned
wife
was
guy.
a wife
He's
guy
not
and
a
he
wife
cheated.
guy.
Wait, hold on. Maybe
No, it's a
wife
front. It's
Yeah.
a total front.
Right.
I am not a wife guy, for the record. I've never been, and I've always rebuked that title. What am I always like? Oh well, me and Ela, my wife, or she's here. She's
My
always here.
wife.
Here's what I say about Bill.
Say it.
Pull up that photo of them in the pool again. Now this was before Epstein was arrested.
Yes.
Fair. But Epstein and Ghislaine, we know what they got up to. What's the chance he didn't broach the topic with Bill?
But do you think that Bill knew the level of it? Like, 'cause he clearly was into women and he was a womanizer or whatever the word is.
Listen.
But was he into underage? Like, we don't know that part.
That's true.
Well, I think he knew that this guy was trafficking in women one way or the other.
Did he?
Dude, look at him. Look at him in that hot tub.
Also, let's not forget that painting Jeffrey Epstein has of Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton,
While
yeah.
obviously that's not. I
What
mean,
is
I don't
with
know
that
why.
painting? It's so weird.
The fact that it exists is just fucking weird.
Very weird. It's
Yeah.
Bill Clinton in a dress. Right?
Yes, in
It's
a red
not.
dress.
It's not just that he's in a dress. He's wearing. This is a famous dress. That was Monica Lewinsky's dress that had
Oh.
a jizz stain on it.
Wait,
that was
wait,
part
wait.
of the investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the famous blue dress.
I've never seen the picture.
I'll
It
put it
really
up.
has
Painting?
that?
That's blue.
Does it have
But it was
jizz
red.
on the dress?
Clint. I don't know if in the painting it does. Painting.
Not very
Epstein.
accurate.
And this was apparently in Jeffrey Epstein's office or some shit.
His house.
His house.
In his
yeah.
house.
Yes,
Yeah.
in his house.
I mean, it is a cool painting.
Now,
I don't know.
what
I have
will
mixed
say is
feelings on it.
I think they had a number of paintings by this painter, and he also had the painting of him with George Bush as playing
Harry
on the
Bush?
ground with
Like
with
a child?
airplanes, like
Yes.
a child.
I'll
And-
say
Yes.
something.
As an artist, it's really cool
The
painting.
dress makes it less bad.
And it's a statement.
Yeah.
You know. So,
I think it's like almost in my brain. It goes to is like they're trying to fuck with Bill. It's like, look what we're doing, Bill.
Look what we have.
We
over
got you by the fucking balls, bro.
Here, I believe they had this too. Where'd it go?
I
This
could
one.
see it in different ways. Like,
This one's just funny because he's dumb.
Well, and I think it's obviously
That is
supposed to.
funny.
It's a 9/11 joke.
yeah.
Yeah, there you
right.
go. That's
So,
biting satire.
right.
However,
I mean,
I will say this.
to me, that seems like a good artist. Whoever made
Yeah.
those paintings.
Oh yeah.
I will say the following. My evidence against Michael Jackson is this. He got in bed with the little boys, and we know he diddled them. And if you can't admit that to yourself, the only thing getting diddled is your brain.
What if he's
And the
protecting
boys,
them
and
from
also
the
the
boogeyman?
boys.
But why are we talking about Michael Jackson?
Well, I'm getting there. And I have to apply the same logic to Bill. If you're out having a good old time at Epstein's house with him and Ghislaine, you're in the hot tub together, you're in the pool together, you diddled. That's it.
So I always assumed that it was supposed to be the Monica Lewinsky dress, but I'm looking at it. I guess it's not the same dress. I feel like it obviously was supposed to be evoking memory of the blue dress.
Yeah.
This
I
is
kind of like it.
for anybody that
good painting,
was
right?
alive
Yeah,
during
I
this
like
scandal.
that.
The dress was like this was like a key piece of evidence in the whole like scandal, and it was talked about.
Where's the dress now?
It might be in the Smithsonian
I
or
was gonna say
something.
the Smithsonian.
No, I don't
They
know.
got that on display. You can see his cum stain.
Maybe I'm kidding.
They gotta
I don't
keep
know.
that on there. They don't clean it.
I don't know where it is.
How was this acquired? Because you'd clean it, no? Like the same
Well, that was
day.
part.
No.
That was no.
Hell no.
There
bro.
was
You
some.
clean it.
You don't clean
Are
it.
you
yeah.
crazy?
I think that's
Memorabilia.
To keep it as like blackmail.
It's been so long. I think that there was something about it being taken to a dry cleaner that was part of it.
Oh no.
Maybe can you look up where's the dress?
It might.
Yeah.
It's probably in the National Archive. Like a lot of the president.
I think it's owned by a private collector.
Epstein had it. I'm looking into it too.
Here, I knew. Okay, so here. So it all had to do with this woman, Linda Tripp. Linda Tripp was a White House employee, became friends with Monica Lewinsky. She secretly recorded her phone conversations with Lewinsky, in which Lewinsky talked openly about her relationship with Clinton. Tripp then gave those tapes to Kenneth Starr, who was the guy who was investigating Trump or Clinton for other matters, like I think is the Whitewater scandal or something. The tape expanded the investigation. Tripp also gave Lewinsky specific advice: don't dry clean the blue dress. I knew there was some like dry cleaning aspect. Some people believe Tripp knew the dress might contain important evidence someday. By keeping it unclean, the DNA evidence stayed intact. So
How did she get the dress?
Huh?
How did she get the dress?
She didn't. She told Monica not to clean
she
the dress
told her.
because it had a stain on it, and then that later ended up proving that he had sex with her.
Interesting.
On old Saturday Night Live's, Chris Farley actually played Linda Tripp and did an excellent job.
Yeah, they were very mean to Linda Tripp at the time. They were very mean to
They were
Monica
very
Lewinsky.
mean.
All of the late night hosts, and in particular, friend of the show Jay Leno. Jay Leno, like if you ever go back and watch his like monologues during, it's disgusting what
I
he
wanna
was
watch.
saying about Monica
Nice,
Lewinsky.
you want? I want to watch.
I think it's NBC.
Oh.
It's not, but yeah. If you ever want to be really grossed out, go look at what Jay Leno had to say
That's
about
so
the
funny because
Monica
he's like
Lewinsky
the
scandal.
family-friendly
Yeah,
night.
he's pretty middle of the road.
It was just such a different time.
You know, she was
You know?
done pretty dirty, right,
Absolutely.
Monica?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
checking
Well,
the
she was
age. She was only 22.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
very young.
And it's the most powerful man in the world.
Crazy.
Definitely
Yeah,
power
literally the
dynamic.
president of the United States.
Yeah.
And I
could
know how
not-
to turn on the charm.
Could not be a bigger gap in power.
And he was 49.
Oh, dude.
Oh wow, I forgot how young of a president he was. That's crazy to
wow.
think about. We had a president that was 49.
She has the dress, by the way. It was given back to her in 2001.
Shit.
there you
Monica's
go.
got it.
Yeah,
she got
so
the dress.
she gave
She
it up
should
for
sell that.
investigation in 1998, and she got it back in 2001.
You should sell it.
She's self. Yeah, why hasn't she sold it?
I'll bid on that dress. I want a specimen.
Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know why.
they really dragged Monica through the mud
Yeah.
for being a slut and a home wrecker and like all that kind of stuff. Language being thrown around and just jokes about her giving a blowy all the time and like all that. Just endless jokes. Yeah, they're just really. I mean, I don't want to say nobody. I'm sure there was, but at least in like mainstream things like The Tonight Show or SNL or whatever, the mood of the nation was like, this is so funny. She blew the president. You know?
I mean, I don't remember how old I was at the time, but
I was really young. I feel like I was like kind of learning about sex because of this scandal, to be honest, because I was like 9 probably.
I do remember not a single
It was like
person
inescapable. Everyone was talking about
Yeah,
it.
I was
expressing
5 and I remember
sympathy
it.
for her.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was
I even remember
31.
it from being a kid in Israel. I remember it.
Yeah, it was huge news. Huge news. So, anyways, now
Back
did
to
I
you,
finish?
Dan.
Did I finish Bill's statement?
Now
No.
back
After
to
all
you.
that?
You did not.
Oh God, there's literally just like one line left, and then we can close this up. Here's the Bill Clinton statement again. Blah blah blah. So he said he leave Hillary out of this. This is personal. First, I had no ideas of the crimes Epstein was committing. No matter how many photos you show of me, I have 2 things that at the end of the day matter more than your interpretations of those 20-year-old photos. I know what I saw, more importantly, what I didn't see. I know what I did, and more importantly, what I didn't do. I saw nothing. I did nothing wrong. As somebody who grew up in a home with domestic abuse allegations, not only would I not have flown on his plane if I had an inkling of what he was doing, but I would have turned him in myself and led the call for justice for his crimes.
I'm sure.
Sweetheart deals.
I'm sure you would have been on the vanguard.
Never did.
But even with 2020 hindsight, I saw nothing that ever gave me pause. We are only here because he hid it from everyone so well for so long.
Bullshit. That's the lie. He had hid it from no one.
Yeah, it sure does
Everybody
seem like
knew.
a lot of
All
people
of his
knew.
homies. That's why he
Yeah.
collected all these high-powered friends.
Exactly.
They all knew. He didn't hide shit from anybody. He was snapping photos, yucking it up.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
You'll often hear me say that I don't recall. That might be unsatisfying, but I'm not going to say something I'm not sure of. This was a long time ago, and I'm bound by my oath not to
By the way,
speculate or guess.
Bill's never lied under oath. We can trust him.
Right. Famously. I guess for anybody who's not familiar, that was what he got impeached for, was lying under oath about having sex with Monica Lewinsky.
I did not
The famous
have
line.
sexual relations with that woman.
So he was under oath when he said that, and
He's a bald-faced liar.
the whole thing is quaint though, because it's like, oh, so what? He committed perjury under oath. I'm seeing that happen with the
On a
Trump
daily
administration
basis?
on
It's
a
a different
daily
time.
fucking basis.
Yeah.
So the fact that they impeached the fucking president over that
Yeah.
it is a marker of how far we've fallen, basically. That,
Yes.
You know, that was impeachable in 1998, whereas now it just like happens every day.
Yes.
Since I am under oath, I will not falsely state that I am looking forward to. I will admit he does a little funny here. He says, "Since I'm under oath, I will not falsely state that I'm looking forward to your questions, but I am ready to answer them to the best of my abilities, consistent with the facts as I know them, the legitimate and logical, and even the outlandish. With that, Mr. Chairman, fire away." It literally.
My first question is
said,
this.
Fire away. Isn't that such a like a Clinton?
Fire away.
With that,
Here's
Mr.
my
Chairman,
first.
fire
My
away.
first question is: have you ever lied under oath? Set the tone for the whole thing.
G fucking G right there. That's true. That
Can we put Ethan on the hearing next time?
yeah, for real.
Sup me in for dumb fucking Bobby. Just another Bobby. All right, what are we doing here? So that's what's going on.
Yes, that concludes.
And
Dishes in
that's
hand.
how the cookie crumbles. And that's how the dishes are dished. Thank you. Is it a coincidence, Dan, that while you were dishing, I was eating California Pizza Kitchen?
Why didn't I get any? What the fuck? Where's mine?
You said you don't want to ever eat there again.
That's true, but I would like an offer. At least. Is that reasonable? Computer, is that reasonable?
Yes.